How I got my very first book deal, part 3. Okay, so now we're up to like 2006. I wrote a book. It's with an agent. She's sending it out to publishers. And she sends it out. She gets some interest. Some publishing houses were like, yeah, okay, whatever. And but nobody like jumps on it, and there's no like bidding war or anything like that. But I have like a couple of meetings with people, and in particular, there's one person who works at a publishing house who likes it and likes my writing, but doesn't have like room for it in his editorial schedule. But he's like, why don't you pitch me some ideas for some YA series? Because that's what I'm developing right now. And I'm like, that's not what I write really, but okay, let me give that a shot. Because my agent was like, look, this is the most interest we have for this book right now. So let's just go with this. So I spent like 6 more months writing speculative fiction for this guy. I wrote a bunch of like book ideas, and I developed a few of them, and he would give me suggestions. And this is all like totally without a contract, because I and my agent are hoping that this guy is going to not only take whatever book I'm developing with him, he'll also take my novel and then put that out on his one of his imprints or whatever. So that goes on for like 6 months, and then one day I basically send in the final draft, and I'm like, I don't want to keep doing this if I don't have like a contract. And I kind of just put my foot down and said like, I would need something in place to keep writing this series. So basically he waited a really long time, and then he got back to us and said that he didn't like the way it was going and he didn't want to do a deal with me. And I just was really devastated, because this was the second time I had, written an entire thing and basically gotten it rejected. And I was like, oh my God. By that time, I think like the agent was, since the book hadn't gone straight into like auction mode, she just, didn't have the energy for it. Like she wasn't excited about it. And so I said, what if I just put the book out myself, and then I prove the concept, and then, we'll see if we can get publishers to bite on it if I've actually sold some copies. And she basically was like, look, if you put the book out yourself, that's it. Like, I'm done. That self-publishing is for losers, or, that's what she basically said. And I didn't want to let it go because I had spent, that's my time in there. Like, I want to be compensated for my time.